NorthbrookFourth.org.
Northbrook 4th of July.
4thofjuly.org.
Yeah.
Yeah, one word.
Northbrook
So
4th of July.
4thofjuly.org.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll
Should they be able to get it if they go to the village?
They should be able to Google Northbrook 4th of July. It's the first, I just checked it, it's the first to
First
come
thing
up
that
because
comes
a lot
up.
of people don't put the ORG, and so
Right.
it is a nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
So remember that ORG is
And
the
you
big
can
part.
contact us. You can send an email straight through the website, and it comes to us directly.
Yeah.
So what kind of areas do you kind of need help in?
Everything.
Everything.
Do you
We'd
need
love
help
to
with
have
the-
volunteers, new ideas. We're always looking for.
Okay.
If everyone donates money, that's to put on the fireworks and keep that parade and keep the Northbrook 4th of July up to the expectations that we've kept it to this far.
It
Right.
is. When because I've been in the parade a few times with different groups, and you see the kids, they're just so excited to get their candy.
Yeah.
Really, really excited
And
about
they
it.
come
It's
from
fun.
all over to see it too. This is a
All
big event
over.
of the year.
It really is.
It is.
One of the big events of the year. Yeah. But I know what you go through when you plan it. Oh, it's a big job. But how do you love that feeling after it's all over when you relax and thought, oh, we did it again.
Well, we say we did it again, and immediately we pull out our iPhones and start taking notes for the next year.
Right. Except it takes us a while also to come down off of it. We are
Exactly.
that last week we put our heart and soul
Yeah.
into it, and our
Well, you did a
families are
beautiful job
so
last year.
supportive.
Yes.
And it's really fun to watch our kids, in the forefront of getting first to the pancake breakfast and helping pass out plates and
balloons
and balloons,
yes.
and so it's really fun. Our kids feel like they really are part of it, and their friends, and so it's really nice.
I'm glad Sherry said that too, because it's a great way if you're thinking it's hard to volunteer when you have young children. It is about the kids. So when you're a mom or a dad and you have kids and you're thinking it's too much time away from the family, it's not, because we still spend the day with our families.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
just
right,
are just that
A bigger-
involved
right.
in it as well.
Food.
Is there a group? Is there a group that actually comes to work on the pancake breakfast? Is it the civic?
Yeah.
It is. We have volunteers. We have the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
I can't remember. Do you remember what troop comes down and helps with the pancake
No,
breakfast?
there's, we have people that do come out and help run and volunteer the day of the pancake breakfast.
Okay.
And they've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
They know
But we
where
could
the
always use
tables
more
go.
volunteers.
Yes,
no
right,
matter, there's
definitely.
never enough volunteers in it.
I know.
So you both talked about, because why you're really involved with that's because you grew up in Northbrook, and so you saw in the parade and wanted to keep it going, and it's really interesting that you came here. So how long have you lived in Northbrook?
About 7.5 years.
About 7.5 years.
Yes, and so Sharon got me on the association, and I worked through the committees, and it was for me just really coming to Northbrook and meeting so many people at a pancake breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning. I had very young kids, babies, who wake up so early, and there was a place for us to go where there were a lot of other people doing the same thing, and you just can't believe you get to eat breakfast with your neighbors on such a great holiday. And everyone's in a good mood. It's usually we have fabulous weather, and so it was really a great experience for me just going to pancake breakfast, and then Sharon convinced me to take it all the way and share it, but we're doing our part.
So is this your second year, you guys?
This
have
is our
both?
second year
Okay,
chairing.
second year,
Yeah.
committee,
So if
yes.
you'd like to, come on and share it next year, we'd love to step down.
Yeah, you have to find your replacement, huh?
Yeah,
Isn't
we're
that how
already
voluntary?
Yes, exactly.
Well,
We're
sometimes
looking.
it's good to do it 2 years, though, because the first year you're learning, and the second year it's a little bit easier, a little bit
Yes,
smoother to
definitely.
We're
ride.
hoping this year it
Definitely.
gets a little-
Do you still keep a lot of applications coming? But bands who want to be in the parade?
We do, surprisingly, and bands like to come back. A lot of bands just love our parade. We get a big turnout. Even that year it rained, I was on the parade committee, and
Yes.
it poured.
It
It was
poured.
3 years ago. Poured. I do not think we had any less people on that parade route than we have on a sunny day. It was 100 last year. Do you remember how it was so
It's
hot
great,
last year?
yeah.
Same number of people.
Never, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
People come out for our parade, and so do bands.
And I love that people save their spots on the parade route.
Oh, I know. It's fun.
Days before.
days before.
I was in for the Centennial, which was 2001. I was in the parade on a float, and I had made costumes for my kids and myself. And I have to tell you, though, that it was like another one of those 100-degree days.
Oh, yes.
But I found that if you covered yourself, and you didn't let the sun on your skin, it was so much cooler.
Well, now you're telling us
Yeah.
that. We just
So I had
started last year.
Because I had I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna be so hot because I had this long, because it was like a pioneer dress, this long sleeve dress, and I had this skirt all the way down, and it was probably the coolest I'd ever been. And I had the big huge hat, you know, and it was the coolest I've ever been. I always tell people that it's so strange, and I don't know, but it's really funny because I have pictures. It was actually our Christmas card picture. I have pictures of my daughter who was a teenager. And I had her in like one of those.
The bonnet.
Outfit, yeah.
You should see the look on her face.
Remember that.
So we're going down the parade in the float, and one of the policemen along the side says, "Smile, please smile." She was just so upset she was there. She goes, "I hope no one can see me."
I remember
But
that.
it's something that she'll always remember.
Right.
And I think even getting involved in doing something in the parade, or you know, having your group come in the parade meant so much to my kids.
Right. And so we have these great ideas. We started last year with a movie night as a fundraiser. We actually
That's a really great idea.
It was fun. It was down at Tower Rink. We had Sunset come bring popcorn in. This year we're hoping to change it up a little bit, but we're coming up with these ideas for fundraising, and we just wanted to provide this for the community last year on the weekend of 4th of July, and this year we're going to try to make it the weekend before, but you know, just having volunteers to run movie night has been a little bit difficult for us because that's another whole production that Sharon and I took on last year.
Sure.
But we felt strongly about raising money, and we made money off of it.
Did you make good money? Oh, that's
Yeah,
how
a
you
little
did
bit.
it.
That's
No,
what
we
we're-
made some money.
Okay,
Yes,
so
but
we
we're
need to-
hoping that
we
this
need to
year,
tell
you know,
people that when you go to movie night, you need to donate. And when
Right.
you go to
Right.
the fireworks, you need to donate, or on the parade,
Right.
you
You
should
need to
donate.
donate,
Just
and that's it,
donate,
because
yes.
what we want to get out is that it is a pure volunteer organization, only made available through the private donations, corporate donations of our community, and a small part by the village, and a small, you know, the park district comes in, but
Right.
really it is those donations through the water bill, through the website that really help
Right.
us
And
out.
without the donations,
Then there's no
nothing
there's
could
no
be possible
fireworks,
with it.
right?
As many volunteers as we have, it would not be possible without the donations, because as you said before, it's very expensive
I know the
for the fireworks, and we don't
The
want to get rid of
band.
that. And bringing in the parade bands, we don't want to.
And each year it gets more expensive too.
Right.
The fireworks.
Yeah, and the pancake breakfast each year.
Yes.
You cannot believe the price of pancake
The
batter.
food, yeah.
Right.
Sausages. Every year we have the battle of the
Yes.
sausage, and we laugh about it. We're like, how are we going to get the sausages? It's our biggest, issue.
Yes.
Is in January we're already worried about the cost of sausages in July. So that's what we're worried about. That's, you know, we have to
Well,
start
it's
thinking
worth
about.
it though when you see the people all lined
It's
up.
worth
It
and
is.
waiting
It
to
is
get
definitely
in.
Yeah.
worth
And
every
the kids are all
everything.
excited.
I mean, the
Yes.
pancake breakfast for me does
every
it.
Yeah, that's
hour
a
and
great
hour.
way.
Yes.
Seeing people with their
Oh.
kids come down. I love the early birds at the pancake breakfast.
And it
for
gives
me.
a chance for Northbrookians, people to get together another time too, and you know,
Right.
and
And come
share
out and
experiences
yes,
and meet
exactly.
with each other, you know,
Yes.
and so forth. And it's one of the very important Northbrook Days and the 4th of July parade. And what other? We have another one that goes. We event in each year that we look forward to.
Right.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's really well
Yeah.
known.
Yes.
And,
And this year, Memorial Day, their goal is to have 1,901 American flags in the village green.
Their fundraising effort is we're going to try to tie in with them with the selling of the flags for their fundraising event. It's through the American Legion and the Historical Society, and they've asked us to be a part of it because it's American flags. So we're
Right.
going to try to tie in with them
that would, yes, that would
as a
be good.
community to
Yeah.
come
So the-
together with the
yeah.
different
Just
events.
Just like they brought in
Society,
the
sure.
wall, so you talk about those community events. But that's another, the flags will be another community event.
Well, they
there
always have a nice
with those flags.
float in the parade too.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
Historical
Yeah.
Society.
Historical
Yes,
Society.
they do.
yes.
They do.
Now we only have a couple minutes left, so before we go,
Oh
I want to
my,
make
it's
sure
a
that you
time.
mention your kids because you were talking about them.
Yes.
So tell us about your
Yes.
family and
As I said, I'm not from Northbrook, but we've lived here almost 8 years. I have a son, Aiden, who is 8, and a daughter, Chloe, who is 6. And so we very much enjoy living in Northbrook.
that's great. So what school does your son go to?
Both my children go to Westcott Elementary School,
Okay.
And so we're District 30.
You got to
Okay.
name them now, you know,
Oh,
otherwise
she
they'll
did,
never
she
hear
did
the
Chloe
other.
and Aiden.
Chloe and
Oh,
Aiden.
whoa, I saw
Yeah,
you
I'm
already
waiting
did.
to
I'm
Tell us
sorry.
about your
We
family.
should complete
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Exactly. My children are 4th generation Northbrook children.
Wow.
They are, yes. So, and my oldest is Dory. She's 12, and our little boy, CJ, is 9, and our little one, Janie, is 6. So, Aiden and CJ and Jane and Chloe are the same age, and Dory
Isn't
likes to
that
babysit for
something?
them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
So, yeah.
We've got it, yeah.
So your kids go to Westcott as well? Or?
My kids are at Westcott as well, and Maple.
And
That's
Sharon
great.
teaches at Westcott.
I
so
do,
it's
and
all-
Willowbrook.
Westcott,
Yes,
yeah.
I teach
Oh,
for
wow.
District 30.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Oh,
So she's,
So,
yeah.
I like to keep it all in the family there.
oh, sure.
So
So-
your children are 4th generation, so you're 3rd. So your
Yes.
grandparents,
My
your
grandparents, yes,
came here to
came
Northbrook.
here to
Wow.
Northbrook.
Were your parents, or your mom or dad was one
My
of the?
mom and dad, then their first house was in Northbrook, too.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Wow, that's something else.
yes.
That's really.
Now let me get this straight. You are asking us to be.
Yes, on TV, we are
Not
asking
judges,
you,
they
not
want us
judges.
to announce.
Oh, to
Yes,
I
We've
know
already
you judge. I need
recruited
to
our
know. Yeah.
volunteers. So
Yes,
we're-
we did.
This is what we do.
We'd like to introduce our parade,
Parade.
our
Yes.
parade commentators.
Commentators.
Yes,
know.
yes.
We could
Set
do it.
aside
It'll be
4th of July.
great.
We're
4th
all
of July.
pros. We can handle it.
You guys are hired
Make
for the
your
job.
costumes now. Get
Oh
ready.
yeah.
Make some
Get
cute
those costumes.
costumes.
Yes.
You know, we're the only parade I think, isn't it on North Shore that broadcasts it too? Or, I mean,
I believe so.
we,
We
didn't we
were.
tape record it? Remember,
Right.
Yes, and
Wayne
it's always
was always
Yes,
handling
yes,
that.
Wayne
yeah.
was on was
so
our
last year our parade.
Yeah.
Wayne was one of the people that the parade was in memory of last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
'Cause our own
Well, we are
channel.
getting the wind up now.
Are we?
So I
Oh,
think this
come
went by
on,
really
Bob.
quickly,
Give
Well,
us
we
didn't it?
hope
another
everyone
15
comes out for
minutes.
the 4th of July. Remember
Yes.
to donate.
Yes, remember to donate. And if you want to volunteer, you can look at the website, and you could probably Google Northbrook
Yeah,
4th of July.
4th of July. Yes.
Okay, well, we
All
want
right.
to
Well,
thank
thank
you
you.
anyway.
Thank you for having
Sharon
us.
Bergstein.
It's wonderful.
And Sherry Latek.
Yes,
I got
thank
it,
you
I
for
got it.
having us.
Sharon, well, you're both Sherry.
Yeah,
Sherry,
Sharon
okay.
and
Both
Sharon.
Sharon, yeah.
Sherry.
Well, we had a-
we never had a
confusing.
guest with the same names before. You're a first on this
Well, we like to be the first, right, Sharon?
show. Oh, this has been fun doing this show with you too.
Well,
much
thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank you very much for
And
having
thank you
us.
for-
Sure.
And
for
we'll look
coming
forward
by.
to having you.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll see you
thank
on the
you.
4th.
And we will see you next month. And this
That's
is
right.
Susan Carrington,
And you're finally going to say it. This is Jack Coon.
and we'll see you later.
Okay, ta-ta.
Ta-ta for now.
Now we're